Before we begin our journey to explore the entire process from planting and caring for the vines to harvesting each cluster of grapes that meets high-quality standards, I want to invite you to take just a few quick seconds to hit the subscribe button. If you love agriculture, are curious about how modern technology is changing every single day, or simply want to understand more deeply how some of the most refined foods in the world are produced, then you definitely do not want to miss any upcoming videos. In today's video, we will walk through the most important techniques at the very beginning, such as preparing the soil, selecting the variety, and creating the right conditions for the vines to grow, all the way to the most advanced technologies being applied in modern grape farming. These technologies have the ability to optimize yield, improve fruit quality, and help growers control the entire production process more precisely than ever before. Not only that, you will also see the combination of traditional experience and smart farming systems, the very elements that contribute to the perfect clusters of grapes you often see on the table. Everything will be presented in the clearest and most easy-to-understand way possible. So, to make sure you do not miss any valuable information, be sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and get ready to explore the world of modern agriculture with me right now. When the clusters of grapes begin to appear and enter their early shaping stage, thinning becomes one of the most important tasks of the entire season. At this moment, every decision made by the grower, whether to keep or remove a single grape, directly affects the quality, uniformity, and commercial value of the entire cluster at harvest. In a professional thinning process, farmers often use small, sharp, compact scissors that are specially designed for handling each grape stem. They carefully inspect every cluster, from the outer layer to the grapes hidden deep inside. Any grape that is shriveled, misshapen, undersized, or positioned in an area with limited light will be removed first. The goal is to keep the structure of the cluster open and well-spaced, leaving only the roundest and healthiest grapes to continue receiving nutrients. Thinning is not simply about removing imperfect fruit. It is a technique that creates proper spacing between the grapes within the cluster, allowing better airflow. When the cluster is well ventilated, the likelihood of mold development is significantly reduced, especially under high humidity or during extended rainy periods. As a result, the rate of disease across the entire vineyard decreases, reducing the need for chemical treatments and keeping the grapes cleaner. This step also helps nutrients concentrate on the best grapes. Instead of being spread out across too many small and weak ones, all of the nourishment is directed to the remaining grapes, allowing them to grow more uniformly in size. Their skins become firmer and plumper, and their sugar levels increase noticeably. This is why premium grape varieties, especially those grown for fresh consumption or for winemaking, require extremely strict thinning standards. Depending on the grape variety, the age of the vine, and the production purpose, the intensity of thinning can vary. Some high-end grape varieties are even thinned 2 to 3 times at different stages to ensure that the clusters achieve the right shape and meet the required standards. In large-scale vineyards, this process may take several hours to an entire day to complete just 1 hectare, which is about 2.47 acres, demanding patience and skill from the person performing the task. Even though it takes considerable time and effort, thinning remains the key technique behind producing visually appealing, high-quality grape clusters with strong market value. Professional growers always consider thinning the decisive factor in elevating their product, especially for grape varieties that must meet strict standards for export and for crafting premium wine. Sunlight plays a decisive role in the development of grapevines, especially in the fruit's ability to accumulate natural sugar. A healthy grapevine needs an average of 7 to 8 hours of direct sunlight each day, and for premium grape varieties, the duration of light exposure must be monitored even more closely. When the leaves and grapes receive enough sunlight, photosynthesis takes place at its best, allowing the plant to create energy and convert it into natural sugars inside the fruit. When the vine receives sufficient sunlight, the flavor of the grapes develops more fully. Their sweetness increases with each sunny day, and the aromatic compounds, such as terpenes and anthocyanins, form in higher concentrations. This is why grape clusters grown in warm, sunny climates often have a richer flavor and a more distinctive aroma compared to grapes grown in areas with limited sunlight. Beyond flavor, sunlight also determines the physical structure of the grape. With adequate exposure, the grapes develop a thicker skin, a firmer texture, and more vibrant color. Whether they are purple, red, or green, the shades become clearer, more uniform, and visually appealing, giving them a strong advantage when sorted for fresh sale or export. The thicker skin is also an important factor that helps the grapes withstand long-distance transportation without being crushed, extending their natural storage life. Because sunlight is so important, growers carefully calculate the orientation of the trellis when designing a vineyard. They typically prioritize a south or southwest orientation to ensure stable sunlight throughout the day. These directions allow the vines to receive gentle morning sunlight and stronger afternoon light, helping both leaves and grapes accumulate sugar effectively. In industrial vineyards, where every step of the process is optimized, sunlight is treated as a technical indicator that must be monitored continuously. Growers use solar radiation sensors placed along the vineyard rows to measure the amount of light the vines receive each day. Based on this data, they can adjust planting density, the distance between trellises, or even redirect the growth of individual shoots to ensure that every cluster receives the best possible sunlight exposure. In some advanced growing systems, farmers also combine timely leaf thinning to create openings for sunlight to reach the center of the cluster. Leaf thinning is usually done when the grapes are entering their sizing stage, helping prevent excessive shading and allowing the fruit to achieve uniform color and quality. All of these adjustments serve one purpose: to optimize the amount of sunlight absorbed by the vine, resulting in clusters that meet high standards of flavor, color, and commercial value. Soil conditions play a crucial role in the entire growth process of grapevines because not every type of soil can meet the specific needs of this plant. Grapevines have deep and wide-spreading root systems, yet they are extremely sensitive to waterlogging. If the soil holds water for too long, the roots become deprived of oxygen, leading to root rot and creating an ideal environment for fungal diseases to develop. This is why well-draining soils such as sandy loam, light loam, or gravelly soil are considered the most ideal choices. When planting grapes, growers often examine the soil structure very carefully. Soil that is too heavy or too clay-rich prevents water from draining properly, keeping the vines in a constant state of moisture, which slows growth and reduces fruit quality. On the other hand, soil that is too loose or too sandy can cause nutrients to leach out quickly, leaving the vines deficient. For this reason, many farms improve their soil by mixing in well-decomposed organic compost, straw mulch, or soil-loosening materials to maintain proper aeration while still preserving stable nutrient levels. Another important factor is pH. Grapevines grow best in soil with a pH between 6.0 and 6.5, which is slightly acidic. If the soil's pH moves outside this range, the vines struggle to absorb essential minerals such as nitrogen, potassium, and especially magnesium, which is directly tied to photosynthesis and sugar formation. When the soil becomes too acidic, farmers apply agricultural lime to balance the pH. When the soil is too alkaline, they use organic compost, sulfur, or pH-lowering fertilizers to bring the soil back to the ideal range. In many large-scale vineyards, soil management is supported by periodic soil analysis. Once or twice a year, soil samples are taken from different areas of the vineyard to evaluate mineral content, organic matter levels, and pH. With this information, growers can adjust fertilization, modify irrigation methods, or improve soil structure before the new season begins, helping the vines achieve high yields and consistent fruit quality. Along with soil, moisture is also an important factor that affects vine growth. Grapevines do not need large amounts of water, but they do need consistent and properly timed watering. This is why drip irrigation systems have become one of the most widely used technologies in modern vineyards. Drip irrigation delivers precise amounts of water directly to the root zone, preventing excess moisture or drought. At the same time, this method reduces water splashing onto leaves and fruit, which is a major cause of fungal diseases in humid conditions. By controlling moisture through drip irrigation, growers can keep the soil in an optimal state for nutrient absorption while minimizing water waste, especially in hot and dry climates. Many farms even combine drip irrigation with soil moisture sensors to determine the exact watering schedule, ensuring that each growth stage receives the most suitable amount of water. When the grapes reach their standard size and their color shifts into the physiological ripening stage, meaning the fruit has achieved stable sugar levels and uniform color, the workers begin the packing process. This is a highly technical stage that requires absolute precision, because even a small mistake can reduce the quality of an entire shipment, especially those intended for export to demanding markets. Each harvested cluster is taken to the preliminary sorting area. Here, workers inspect the grapes by eye, along with specialized inspection lighting to detect any bruised berries, sunburned berries, cracked skins, or grapes that have not developed evenly. Any defective grapes are removed immediately to prevent them from affecting the quality of the entire cluster. This is a crucial step, since even a single damaged grape can shorten the storage life of the whole shipment. After the defective grapes are removed, the clusters are placed into specialized trays or protective air cushion bags. These materials are designed with small air pockets or soft padding layers that protect the grapes from impact during transportation. They also help limit bacterial intrusion and maintain stable humidity, preventing the fruit from drying out or sweating in cold environments. All packaging materials meet food safety standards, contain no harmful substances, and comply with export requirements. Next, the clusters are sorted by weight. Depending on the requirements of each market, every tray may contain from 0.66 pounds, or about 300 grams, to 2.20 pounds, or about 1 kilogram of grapes, and the clusters are adjusted to match the exact specified weight. Workers performing this step must have a sharp eye and quick hands to ensure precise weight while still maintaining the cluster's attractive shape without shifting or compression. Once the grapes are securely placed in the tray or box, workers apply a QR code label to the packaging. This QR code allows for full traceability, enabling consumers or inspection agencies to access the complete history of the product, from the vineyard and harvest time to the packing process and transportation unit. This requirement is mandatory for grapes exported to major markets such as the United States, Japan, or European countries, where quality control systems are extremely strict. Finally, the finished trays are placed into a rapid cooling room to bring the temperature down to the appropriate range, usually from 32 degrees Fahrenheit or about 0 degrees Celsius to 35.6 degrees Fahrenheit or about 2 degrees Celsius. Rapid cooling helps lock in the fruit's freshness, slow microbial growth, and extend its storage life throughout long-distance transportation. Hand harvesting is always a crucial step in vineyards that produce premium grape varieties because humans are able to observe and assess ripeness more accurately than any machine available today. Experienced harvesters walk along each row, examining every cluster with great attention. They rely on the fruit's color, the shine of the skin, its plumpness, and the slight elasticity when touched to determine whether the cluster has reached optimal ripeness. Only clusters with uniform color, no remaining traces of green, and sweetness that meets the required standards are selected for cutting. The experience of the harvester is an essential factor that determines harvest quality. If the grapes are picked too early, they will lack sweetness, their flavor will be mild, and their structure will be incomplete. If they are harvested too late, the berries become soft, bruise easily, and lose storage life. For this reason, harvesters must have a strong understanding of the weather patterns during the week, the ripening rate of each grape variety, and even the differences among specific areas of the vineyard, because being off by just a few days can change the flavor of an entire batch. Once a cluster is confirmed to be ready, the harvester uses specialized shears to cut the stem cleanly, minimizing any shaking. The cluster is then placed gently into a shoulder-hung or front-worn basket. These baskets are soft and lined with cushioning to prevent scratches and protect the natural bloom on the grape skins. The amount of fruit in each basket is also controlled to prevent compression that could cause bruising. Another important point is that hand-harvested grapes must be handled very quickly. As soon as a basket is full, it is transferred immediately into specialized transport bins and taken straight to the cooling facility. Cooling the grapes within the first few hours after harvest is mandatory for premium varieties because the fruit is extremely sensitive to temperature during this stage. Rapid cooling reduces the respiration rate of the grapes, preserves their firmness, minimizes moisture loss, and maintains their freshness from harvest to packing. In large vineyards, workers also use Brix meters to perform random checks to ensure clusters are picked at the perfect moment. Each measurement confirms that the grapes have reached the required natural sweetness and have not been negatively affected by weather changes close to harvest time. Although hand harvesting requires significant labor and high skill, it remains the most effective method to ensure that every selected cluster is perfect in both appearance and internal quality. California is considered one of the largest grape capitals in the world, with a vineyard area of 350,000 hectares, which is about 864,500 acres, stretching across famous regions such as Napa Valley, Sonoma, and the Central Valley. This state produces more than 90% of all grapes used for winemaking in the United States, and it is also a major supplier of table grapes and raisins for the global market. The climate in California plays a decisive role in shaping the reputation of this grape-growing region. The state has long, dry summers with many hours of sunlight, allowing grapes to accumulate high levels of natural sugar, develop bold flavors, and achieve vibrant color. The days are hot while the nights are cool, creating an ideal temperature difference that helps the grapes balance sweetness and acidity, which is the most important factor in producing high-quality wine. In addition, California's soils are highly diverse, but most are rich in minerals and have excellent drainage. Many areas contain volcanic soil, gravelly soil, or sandy loam soil, types that winemakers consider perfect for grapevines because they encourage deep-root growth. This allows the vines to absorb more nutrients and develop distinctive flavors for each grape variety. The role of science and technology cannot be overlooked. California is one of the most advanced regions in the world in agricultural innovation, using smart drip irrigation systems, sensors that monitor soil, sunlight, and humidity, and drones that assess vine development from above. All of these technologies help optimize each grape cluster and maintain consistent quality across every harvest. The state also has a long-standing winemaking tradition with thousands of wineries, ranging from family-owned businesses to global brands. Each region has developed its own winemaking style, creating a diversity that attracts wine lovers from around the world. For these reasons, California welcomes millions of visitors every year who come to tour vineyards, taste wines in cellar rooms, and experience the local food culture. It is not only a major grape-producing region, but also one of the most renowned agricultural tourism destinations in the United States. Modern grape harvesters are designed to optimize harvesting speed and greatly reduce manual labor during peak seasons. These machines are tall, compact, and highly maneuverable, allowing them to move along each vineyard row without breaking branches or damaging the vines. Sensor systems help the machine automatically align itself precisely between two rows, ensuring that the harvesting process is accurate and safe. When the machine operates, a specialized vibrating system gently shakes the trunks and trellises. The vibration force is carefully calibrated so that it is strong enough to separate the grapes from their stems, yet gentle enough to avoid excessive leaf loss or broken shoots. Once the grapes fall, they are caught by collection trays on both sides of the machine. From there, they are transferred onto a conveyor belt that carries them directly into the storage bin above, minimizing the chance of bruising. During collection, the machine uses air-blowing systems and filtering screens to remove leaves, small branches, and other debris. This results in a cleaner yield and reduces the amount of manual sorting required later. Some high-end machines even integrate color sensors and artificial intelligence cameras that help remove unripe or damaged grapes while the machine is operating. The efficiency of grape harvesters far surpasses manual harvesting. In just one day, a single machine can perform the work of dozens of laborers, saving up to 70% of the total harvest time. This is a tremendous advantage during peak season, when labor demand increases sharply and hiring costs often rise quickly. In addition, machine harvesting helps maintain a stable schedule that is not affected by labor shortages or sudden weather changes. This is especially important for large vineyards, where harvesting must be done at the right moment to ensure grape quality and uniformity across the entire production batch. If you have watched until this point, it means you truly care about modern agriculture and appreciate the value behind every grape and every product we enjoy each day. I hope the journey we just explored has helped you understand the precision, dedication, and incredible technology hidden behind clusters of grapes that may seem simple at first glance. If you found this video helpful, do not hesitate to hit like, subscribe, and share it with others who share the same passion. Every interaction from you is not only a form of support, but also a source of motivation for us to continue creating content that is higher in quality, deeper in meaning, and more inspiring in the future. And before you leave a comment below and let us know. Where are you watching this video from? From a bustling city, a peaceful countryside, or somewhere outside of Vietnam? Every answer helps us understand more about the wonderful community that is supporting this channel. Thank you for taking your valuable time to watch the video. I look forward to seeing you again in the next exciting journeys.